Spirit. It's a four-man stack towards brackets, or at least three, with the fourth that will be there soon, and Chopper almost loses his life. Not aware of that end.
Yeah, not aware enough at all, but it is going to be Norbert that gets Mir back down. So that'll open up the scoring. I like to say that as a hockey fan. In this game, in this particular round, but magixx has other ideas. He'll drop AdreN. Now, keep in mind, this is the lower bracket, so the loser of this is done. However, the winner will go on to play the team that does not win out of NaVi and Gambit, and the winner of that will go back on to play the winner of that match. So there's a potential, Jason, that we're going to get NaVi, Gambit, not only at the end of the group stage, but twice in the playoffs. So we could have it today and tomorrow, unless one of these teams can upset. And honestly, the way that NaVi is playing, they're showing signs of brilliance, but also a bit of weakness, whereas Gambit seems to be a little more consistent against some of these teams they don't see in the Tier 1 world quite as much. So NaVi's got to be very careful of that, as Fame's going to wrap back around, and some Die Young will drop. It's Mo that's in the back of the site, and actually does get degster in a rather awkward battle. Like, I love those pistol ones where you just sit.
There's a third player. Meanwhile, K23 is actually going to the other side of the map, so Team Spirit's going to over-rotate. SDY is going to be the sole player at A to get one kill. Meanwhile, B players have gone down. Everyone's gone down. It's just degster left, and that's a free A bomb site, a free plant, and a free round for K23. Well done.
So bomb planted again. This time they'll win the rounds, and Fame will get nade out. Good. I was going to say good timing, but they actually shuffled all the way over to the entry right. Fame gets tagged down to 9 HP, but Mir's gonna get the shot back onto AdreN through the smoke, and that's gonna work out wonderfully as Chopper's not had to fire a bullet yet from a FAMAS. He can sit and wait and have his ammo ready to support his teammate, and when they do try and come through, he's already got one back in return, and it's back over toward A instead, where you said they already had tried to get some control, and Norbert's able to walk all the way into the site. They're still trying to hold. Okay, they've kind of hear him now as he jumps up. He still finds the shot. neaLaN, we saw so many good entries from him the other day, and he's got one this time. I was going to say they had to have heard Norbert at that point in time, but he was walking around. They had the crossfire still set for quad side, and they had no idea he was there. And the aggro was enough to at least allow a trade, but the time with the bomb down is plenty, as we've got one kit for SDY and a 4-on-2 open position for neaLaN. He's gone already. Mo's up in the apartments, but at this point, yeah, I think the AWP is going to have to be saved as he has to back away, and Team Spirit will get the retake and the defuse.
Pretty impressive that they're even able to just get a plant off that, especially kind of trying to come into the bomb so with 9 seconds left. That's one of the strengths that we see out of a lot of these.
Molotov immediately thrown out by AdreN to the top side of the barrels. Mo gets the shots with the AWP in that position, as well as degster tried to fight through it but couldn't. Bombs left, by the way, just all the way back toward T stairs. So this is all about picks early on, and so far KS23 is working out well. I continue to say KS23. It'll never get out of my head at all. Tries to get back inside of the site. Chopper is forced far back, so the fact that they were only able to use a utility of a Molotov in return means there was still 10 seconds to go. Want to try and plant the bomb. Chopper's so close, knows that there's going to be a second one to peek him, and although he gets down Fame, Norbert does have the gun ready, and there's no time to rebolt the big green, and Norbert will grab that weapon, in fact, to try and hold off. It's going to be a double up hold in the post plant. This is going to be impressive if they pull it off. If they're able to hold these angles back from pillar and at new box. They know CT is certainly in question. A smoke down to cover the Molotov. That'll give Mo a bit more position to hide. And he'll see the first revealing himself through the mist, through the flames, and into the head of Mir. It's going to be Norbert to hold it. And neaLaN inside of the boiler already, and magixx is going to get taken down, but good trade. SDY able to come up the stairs, but needs to be aware as well. Oh my goodness. Check close corner. I thought he was going to get absolutely annihilated as they come through the smoke. He still goes down, can't do much of it, and they staggered themselves just enough to make that awkward. AdreN, meanwhile, still holding on to Banana, trying to put utility in. He's already dropped a smoke at the front stairs, the precipice of the site, and this single kill on that side of the map for him is enough to make them have to respect this, and I think this will be a save call immediately from Team Spirit.
As the Opera leading the way early on. Fame's got it for the moment. Mir gonna try and save that AWP. Chopper as well there.
Yesterday against NaVi, I was genuinely impressed and thought that they were the favorites coming into this game. Trade goes 1-1. That'll favor the offense again as the defense now forced to reposition. In fact, rotation's coming back over from B as they went for an early position there. Now, the early position does mean Chopper can push down.
He's done some very, very good things, even in just, you know, 1-kill rounds for K23. Now just holding on to the B bomb site, keeping 2 defenders there. Even degster is cheating over towards that side of the map, and that's a shot and a half. Norbert just steps way past the crosshair and obliterates him. That's going to be a plant. That's going to be an 8th round for K23. SDY and Mir. And I feel like this has happened so often is just 2 defenders at this B bomb site with absolutely nothing to do in the round. They just are forced to save and chill.
Yeah, a lot of saves already.
Yeah, stylistically awkward. 2 to 8 in the favor of K.
To identify those situations and bait out CT utility. Take away map control slowly and surely. And again, this time they're using a good amount of utility themselves, it has to be said, but they still have 3 smokes left over. A single Molotov as well. They can still execute on B very quickly. They're certainly pushing CT's back again on A, and degster with the AWP is trying to cover off an angle slightly aggressively toward the arch, but he's going to rotate off that as well. And it's back over toward B. Bomb still waits at the bottom of T stairs, so they'll have to go back and make a decision on that shortly with 45 seconds to go. And this should be A, because the player that's going to go back for that bomb... Okay, now this is interesting. The time that he goes back for the bomb is the exact time they push banana. If we can see bomb carrier right now, AdreN's going to get caught. Now, did they spot that was the bomb? Doesn't matter. They don't want to try and secure it. They just want to try and hold the map. Interesting situation as well for SDY, because behind him at apartments, they've already got 1 player, but the gun barrel shows. The odd goes to work, and Mo goes down as well as Norbert. Round should be secure, and that's all on the fact that AdreN was caught. Chance that maybe there's a hero play still in it at A, but they certainly did not get the information, and the timing was perfect to push and retake banana. Good control from Spirit, good initiative, and SDY will get the final. SDY up close with the AWP. Good response flick as he actually over-rotated his aim, expecting it to be further away. Rather big target, rather large target on his screen to shoot at, to be fair, but Mo's got the response to take down degster. AdreN starts to creep his way up toward banana, and his teammates in tow. They'll all hit toward the B site. Mir's gonna make contact. Good first kill. Still has some to play with in terms of, I was gonna say utility, but he's gone already. 2 kills though, job done. Chopper's got the smoke out instead, as he was the one that had to wait and try and do so. Spots them jumping in. Doesn't get the kill, surprisingly, as Mo was in the air jumping with the AWP. He had every right and every chance to do so, but neaLaN now slips in, and despite that he was partially blinded, he gets the kill in response that will allow the bomb plant. He, the one in fact, gets SDY, and that looked like a chance for Spirit to...
They can be anywhere. Magix's moving in, and I think it's ticking away, and regardless, Mo, but they look shaky. This is kind of what we meant by that. Like, this kind of a glimpse at Team Spirit, where they're just not able to get any momentum, not able to turn anything around, not able to win 2 in a row, and just kind of getting steamrolled.
Well, it's a good point, too, because K23 was in that group, and Team Spirit's already beat them. And like I say, yesterday against NaVi, I thought Team Spirit, okay, sure, they gave up those 10 rounds in a row on Mirage. Won in overtime.
14.
Map number 2, it looked... Yeah, look, I mean, it looked promising, right? I thought this should have been their game coming into this based on what we'd seen from them already, and the fact that they crossed over and played the Group A teams a little bit stronger, but yeah, not waking up early enough in this game, and K23 is just running with it now as another bomb plant down inside of the B side. They are on the back foot slightly, and that the fact that SDY has an AK picked up and Magisk still has the AWP. It's low HP for AdreN and Fame, but AdreN's going to come back out and find SDY. Still can hold the position so that Fame never has to budge, flashing himself back into position. He'll try and peek for Mir, but his back shows just slightly too much, and Magix's able to take out the infrared. Fame is, and as a round and have a web. Mir dancingly with it is gone as he builder has time for the defuse.
Nice. This felt like a matter of time. Team Spirits had like a couple like really nice like.
Mir walking back out to the wow, okay. Half wall had the advantage, I thought, on the peak, and Fame turns around and makes sure he changes that as Chopper goes down at B. Don't be confused by the camera switching over quickly, as Fame was found on A, so they get kills on the opposite side of the map from the opposite teams. degster, nice no scope. It doesn't show us that. He must have just quicked the scope, but that time he scopes it and finds Mo. Either way, he didn't have the access to a crosshair, whether it was quick or not, as neaLaN finally puts him down, nearly gives them a chance, but 4 HP fine, he's going to starting, which means he's going to be found, Jason.
Yeah, and he's going to be shanked. It's the Wild Wild West.
They get one
Ooh.
with the P250, and Mir's gonna follow up to Mo on the Glock, so the dualies don't get anything, unfortunately, Jason, as much as we're seeing them more and more as Mir slides into the site. neaLaN can't find anything with the USP. It's all Glock so far.
You know, I'll say this
his way back around. Feel free to say it.
As one of the big dually proponents in this world, I feel like every time we see him in a match, they get destroyed. I feel like we've had very few success stories of the dualies in professional matches.
Until they have the deagles out, and they're certainly ready to battle with them as Magisk starts to swing around toward a smoked off library, and therefore Arch, and this will be a B split as they already have the bomb inside of Banana. They find the kill at CT that they need, but Mo will make the call, and as a result, neaLaN rotates back inside of the chapel doorway. That should be checked. That's pretty standard positioning to try and catch off a flank. In fact, they'll just smoke it instead and run right by, so they don't clear it on the way through, but they find the kill onto Norbert. neaLaN smartly knows they've gone by and swings out behind. He's dropped the bomb down. Look at the HP. This might work out. How does he not hit that shot, though? It was so close. 2 HP for Mir. He gets away with it. neaLaN gets robbed by Counter-Strike as the deagle does not deliver, but Fame gets Mir in response, and there's still a chance for the CTs. No kit, AK picked up. Looking inside of the site, though, this becomes peculiar because they've gone back towards CT, a not common position in post-plant. The nade reveals there's at least one in that direction, but the rotation comes back around the chapel as well, and as Fame's distracted, taking down SDY, AdreN does his duty to take out Chopper. Good response from K23.
Oh my lord, Team Spirit can't just get a break. This is so brutal. Good shooting with those deagles, and yeah, it was all the damage that had been done to earlier. It's not the
job now. Of course, this is their map pick. We go to Dust 2 next. That'll be Spirit's choice, obviously, and then Mirage left over. So that seems to be the standard 3 maps that we're getting in the CIS region. Right now, we're getting more from K23 as they continue to mow them apart, and SDY gets the only kill in response so far as he has the AK-47 in his hands. And Mir with Bomb will have a MAC-10 to work with as they rotate that all the way through apartments. In fact, over the bridge at alt-mid, and SDY at least able to find a second kill to make this a possibility, a small possibility, but a possibility nonetheless, Jason.
Yeah, you're right, very small one. I think the big point that they could find would be neaLaN, if the timing on him works out well. Because they've got SDY back towards T-spawn, and unfortunately the timing doesn't work out well. It's a bomb down underneath the window. Thought maybe SDY could be looking in that direction, and that is a fast-running neaLaN. That is quite the hop past the crosshair of SDY, and he's got to be frustrated. Brought him very low, but a 1 versus 3 with about half health. And he's already got Mo pushing down into a corner. Surely he clears this, but ooh, timing's with him there at least.
There's kits for neaLaN. Was there a second kit? There must be a second kit down toward the bottom side of middle, but either way, they'll have one. Now, okay, they picked one up, so they'll have 2 to work with.
Molotov's in a smoke as well. They can smoke off CT, Molotov, both back corners, and that will at least give them some kind of safety to enter in.
And SDY doesn't know they're going to come from this direction because he never spotted them when he picked up bomb. He knows that they were likely toward middle, but no one spotted CT. He still has a decent position to swing. As you say, those smokes and Molotovs, they've covered inside of the site with that. They've covered on the bomb itself as they want to try and go for it. He sees them both. SDY, 4th kill in the round. AdreN, does he get on it, though? They put the smoke down for a reason. He's got the kit. He's going to get away with it. He's going to get the defuse. And, oh, I'm so sorry, SDY. 5th by beating Entropic this morning, rather convincingly as well. And therefore, Entropic will take points from the RMR for 6th. Fame waiting at the pit position, has AdreN beside him at Graveyard. Thought he had the jump on the duel, but Mir actually gets the shot in return, and Fame's going to at least trade 1 back, but goes to 28 HP as Flames near his feet. Don't let those crawl over. In fact, he gets back inside of the smoke just to protect him and disallow them from doing so as they continue to throw everything at him, including some pre-fire from SDY, but Chopper has actually gone above and beyond, quite literally, as he gets inside of the Graveyard position to catch out neaLaN on rotation. And it's just Norbert and Mo remaining, but Norbert has a good position in this. degster's going to check it, slides out with the crouch peek, and is able to get the head from Norbert.
Yeah, that's K23 had a pretty solid defense for that. The first kill that comes out for Team Spirit is the Graveyard player. That's a critical headshot to grab immediately, and that really opens. But they take a win off a standard Halls pop. Now, also, they have to do what they haven't been able to do in this entire map, which...
Mir's a standout player, in my opinion. He's very consistent, and like I said yesterday, he really holds this team together in a lot of ways, but he's gone already this time. As you say, that triple position at B, they already established control of Banana. Get the kill, they'll fall back, and they'll rotate as a result. Mo aggressively in the halls. At a fault of that, a very passive position from neaLaN to make sure that no one's going to sneak by or sneak through and pinch over to the B site. Oh no, timing. Oh, timing! Absolutely, AdreN is the best friend of Mo.
What a freak. That's perfect. Now, I think one of the big differences we're seeing here, K23, they left Norbert alone at the B bomb site for quite some time, but he had a Molotov and a smoke to delay things, to harass, and he's got the kill. And it's just Chopper. Chopper was hoping and praying for some success by his teammate. Instead, he's going to walk right into Mo, creeping out with the AWP that neaLaN can provide.
Shot out from neaLaN. Norbert's gonna hold. Waits, try and time it to perfection as he catches out Mirror. It's a chance for Chopper and SDY as they turn it again. And now the Dak will go to work towards CT, but Mo slides back out on the AWP. And it's bomb planted, but advantage K23 to try and wrap this up on a retake. All three have kits. We've got flashes for both Fame and Mo, but they need to flush out the chapel. They do a good job with the flash, but AdreN's slow around the corner. Doesn't matter, he gets one. Mo's lost in the meantime, and SDY needs to make amends for the ace clutch that he missed out on as he has to hold for bomb. This time they'll not need the defuse to win it. AdreN just gets the kill instead, and the map over, and K23 will take the opener.
Yeah, that's really good showing from K23. They were solid all throughout. And I think obviously a little bit of a benefit of the slow, sluggish start from Spirit, and also just a map that's
Profile images, but quite the crowd we have today. Some interesting imagery, including that of an OG supporter I saw. But it's good to have you back, Jason, as an OG, as degster's gonna go take down another one of the OGs, AdreN, the first to fall on Dust 2, and that means the start is favorable again for Team Spirit, but as they mentioned, this is their map choice, and they have a great win rate on it, and Inferno hasn't exactly gone their way, Jason, so a chance they can turn this series now.
Yeah, just, I mean, oh, good peek from the CTs, but Norbert win both fights. Oh, that's big. Even with the flashbang coming out, Chopper's still here, so is degster. But all of a sudden, man advantage. They're pinned against the wall, however, but these USPs aren't doing any damage to the Glocks. Glocks winning long range. Oh, SDY is blind, and K23 is on point. They are perfect in this round so far.
They missed the flash at long, and still they're able to get the kills as Fame as an excellent round in the end, getting 3 kills. One of them a drive. I don't think they even know they're out middle yet. They're both looking toward the tunnels, and they're already outside the window with the bomb. They have to be aware surely that they've got to win that battle. Meanwhile, AdreN will catch off Chopper the next of the rotations, but Mir using smoke to his advantage. SDY managing to do a tremendous job, and now Mir will use that same T-smoke to wrap back around toward the window. It does mean that he vacates the premises of the site, but he'll bounce the incendiary down to the box. They plant behind the double stack instead. And there was almost a chance that Mir could have potentially stayed in that smoke and still been inside of the doorway, but the fact that he comes back out at least gives his teammates time to rotate, and they'll have a 3-on-3 retake situation. They did a good job to hold off what they could. Norbert.
Good win from K23. I think the flank from Chopper on Catwalk was a little bit early.
Round as they get to Gandalf. Chopper very passive as well, and the AWP on the ramp can be so powerful if he gets the chance to get the peeks, and not expectedly, he will take down AdreN. Watch his exposure, though, because from Cat, he could be found. Instead, though, Chopper done. Good retake from Team Spirit.
Yeah, good everything from Team Spirit.
I wouldn't even call that a retake, really. They conceded the bomb plant, but they had control, I think, the whole time.
Norbert just went for something real lucky. Long engagement coming as Chopper's made it to pit. magixx at the corner as well. 2 rifles, not the AWP, but magixx, oh, he turns and he tries to hard clear right. Now Fame is going to get a wide angle and a double kill. degster's caught out in the open, completely blind, but he holds his nerve somehow with the AWP to find one, and should be a trade. Somehow gets so fortunate for a second.
Yeah, take what you can get. Fame on the hat trick at this point is going to have to find a bit more potentially, as Mir will get AdreN back down. The bomb to be planted this time. Not quite open enough to be a long plant, but still spottable from that position as the AWP starts to get a little bit closer for Mo, and he'll get behind the car. Goose for Fame, and they actually want to retake long. They actually want to go both this direction, expecting that if it is planted for that position, they've got to clear the pit. That will slow them and buy them time, and if they overcommit to peeking pit, not looking at the car, Mo's going to find an easy kill on Mir, even though they did swing that way and check it. Now, he didn't spot SDY, and that car is paper thin, and SDY shows us exactly that, knowing now that they've got to be on Goose. He'll throw the nade and try and wrap around to find Fame, and he's done exactly that. It's Spirit again to find their second round in succession. Oh, I take it back. There wasn't the time. I thought there still was.
Oh, no, it was right on the edge. That's so brutal.
The smoke at the mouth of the tunnels with the AUG. Well, he needs to be careful. They've already walked out. Tries to flash, realizes they're in. The flash will still work for him, though, as he recovers the position and drops away the underhand to do it. But Mir gets one on Norbert as they cross over the door. He's got to make sure he's got that window position covered off. And finally, the kills come in that matter, and it's AdreN to deal the blow. That'll allow at least the bomb plant to come down, but a 1-on-3 to hold. He has the sights. Give him some credit, but he doesn't have the timing figured out. His magixx is already rotating around behind, and that's enough to distract and allow Chopper to get the kill.
Ooh, that could have been a completely different round. I think the entry player got blind by his team by K23 flash on that entrance to try and clear out the cubby. If that actually occurs, maybe they can actually spin this round.
A catwalk as well as Chopper, who's down at the stairs, so they'll have to plant for long if they get up that far. Good run boost out, and Mo's able to take down magixx immediately. They'll take catwalk because they need control of one or the other, but that long Molotov, remember, that was one of the changes from the map, the skybox changes. They can throw that from long and isolate the players that are still on cat, which is going to give them a great chance. Double smoke, they don't want to gap this time. They know there's going to be a presence there, but they want to get the bomb in position, and through the smoke, AdreN's able to get the first kill. Bomb will go all the way to Goose just to be absolutely sure that he's covering his bases, covering off the angles, and Fame should go for the plant any second. And less opposition against him when he does so, because already they're finding a kill onto SDY as well. And I think a save call has to be made. Team Spirit's going to back away, but watch the lurk, because that top of middle, and Mir can't do anything of it, was Norbert, but that's at least information for Chopper.
And again, it's long A, the Achilles heel. This time it was a passive defense either. They did get the opening pick with that run boost, but at least nobody died at the corner. In trouble. degster will go down soon after.
Chopper sitting inside by Gandalf, not checked, was able to look away from the wall and get some support from degster, and magixx is going to hold out long, so this is much better now from Team Spirit. Still an 8-2 scoreline, but they'll start to claw it back as they find a third. Surely, Mo, 1-on-5, AWP, and inside of the Flames, degster. 3. They'll wait it out to try and work their way in. SDY can't find the first one. Smoke out instead. He's lost his teammate. The pistol's doing a tremendous job, and B, I think, is the weakness. If they're going to capitalize, they've had 1 or 2 decent holds, but they've been scrappy. And this time, just the straight presence and pressure is going to give them the site with an AWP and an M4. And it's the B site, which is so difficult. Look at the positioning on tunnels as well. AdreN's in a perfect position to counterflank this, as he'll get information from Mo, who's aggressive. They go to look for him as well, and Chopper goes down as a result. And AdreN, he can go anytime. Certainly, he'll take his time. He wants to know that they're all the way into the tunnel, and neaLaN's going to call that any second as the utility starts to be thrown inside of the site. magixx finds the first one. AdreN's got to hurry it up, though. He's got to speed this play, as AdreN will try and continue to look and find degster, who sits on window. No, magixx down. degster found as well. Norbert's got it. K23 steal.
And K23 continues to steamroll on this T side. Fame already out long. He's going to lead the way. Chopper's blind. He's gone down. It's a trade.
SDY. You love this off angle. Wow, okay, AdreN jumps, spots, lands, drops the man inside of the site in the form of Mir, but SDY perfectly trades off of that. It's still 1 loss in the B site. However, no commitment off of it yet. 30 seconds, bombs in lower tunnels right now, and they've got to start getting a move on the T side, because Norbert's still just inside of the long cave, and degster's going to take him down relatively easily, so this will be a rotation to catwalk, despite that opening pick on B.
Oh, this flank is going to be brutal. degster might kill them both before magixx gets there, but actually they pause at the corner. There it is. There's an easy double, easy transfer, as they're not even paying attention. Exactly, like it's been a go-to for Team Spirit on defense. AdreN going to try and turn the corner. They've had success with it. He's going to get close and wait, but loses the battle. degster missing a shot. Oh, that's a good follow-up.
He actually hit him twice, because he hit the leg shot on the first one. It wasn't the kill, but he somehow got away with rebolting the gun and firing again. SDY can't hit his shot, though, on neaLaN. And the fact that they were able to come out middle now and split B once more will allow a bomb plant. And it's round 15, so expect an effort on this retake. 3-on-3, degster on 4 HP, as Mo has to look back inside of the smoke. Close up in tunnels as well. No one this time to counterflank, as Chopper's going to work all the way through. Jump and bait a shot. Works out. Vision, and Chopper gets the information that he is up close. Mo had no idea there was 2 of them in the AK. Finding its way in so far, but Norbert to hold. magixx again to be the one to trade. But we'll need a little more magic, and we'll get it as Norbert goes down in the closet. And Spirit find round 6.
Yeah,
and this time I'm sure of it, Jason. I'm sure of it. There we go. It was obviously, as we saw, K23 winning the opening pistol and then getting a 4-0 start. K23 probably not going to have that success this time on the pistol, and obviously Team Spirit would love to replicate that success. Great pistol round, all 5 off, even if they lose catwalk. That allows neaLaN now to rotate over, and what a great spot to be in on top of the box, because even a smoke coming down, he'll be able to see it before it blooms, and he finds one already, lines up the second, and now he'll fade away inside of it with a great job done to shut Team Spirit's attempt of getting mid-control down.
And Norbert's caught on the flank, though. Good heads-up play by Mir to turn around, and degster's actually going to sneak into the smoke. That's not going to be expected. It's a good round from neaLaN, who's had a pretty quiet game so far for how good he's been for K23 at various moments. But still, they don't realize degster's in such a position of danger. Run boost across. The Opera goes down. Mo gets caught. It's now all on neaLaN, and he's got no support, no utility, and he falls. Fame left in a 1 versus 2 as he rotates from middle.
Thrown. Got no kit to know. That's his only utility, so this is going to be a harsh play. A desperate one, and he's going to have to continue to move quickly, which means he can't use silence, he can't use anything. Sees the body, but not the one that's alive, and Mir puts him on the ground alongside his teammate. Mo on the car with
turning from utility. Ooh, I'm going to take this one. This shot, they're crossing over into the site. That's a good find blind. And you can play it passively from here if you'd like, but Mo's going to go back for more. Looking for the head. Oh, and it's Mir in return.
degster, though, finds neaLaN immediately toward the elevator position, and that's going to give Team Spirit again a lead. But that is quickly eradicated by the fact that AdreN takes SDY down. The advantage being now the bomb is planted on the A site. degster, AWP, drop shot position, which is... I see the CTs do this all the time, but it's peculiar in this situation without any information towards CT spawn, because he could quickly fall and be caught and killed by anyone working in that direction, but they seemingly are comfortable and controlled, as he will get the kill onto AdreN. Mir found Norbert at long in the meantime, and just like that, it's all onto Fame. He knows the AWP's got to be close, but degster's ready for the... Jumped up onto catwalk, but they won't be able to do anything with that now. neaLaN, good shot to start it off, and he'll take down Mir.
Mo still not finding anyone in middle. Ooh, there's the spot, but not a clean shot. Oh, he goes for it. He chases it down. I like that. Good find. neaLaN can play this safe if he needs to.
He can. Take up damage from the flames. I'm not sure if that was heard or not by Magisk. He had to check it either way as he slides out, but neaLaN, you're right, can play it as he chooses, and he chooses to take 2 as well as drop the bomb, leaving degster in a 1-on-4. K23 finally looking like they'll take a round on the CT side. It would be their first. Means the half goes 7-1, and Mo gets the... Actually waiting for them to commit to stairs, which means they'll be much closer to attacking his position when he does fall down. Now he's going to get a little more aggressive. Look for it, but great shot from Magisk. And it's now 2 men up for Team Spirit, as Norbert once again has to play the same position we saw neaLaN do so successfully on in the last round, and he's got control of it by crouching down. No Molotovs yet, but can't follow up to find the second headshot. A site open, and the round in trouble now for K23.
It's so difficult to multi. But it's going to be desperate times for the defense from here on out. Another loss like that, and they might not be able to fight much more in the half. We might be headed to Mirage. 14-10.
I mean, this is an important match. Again, you want to go to the upper or lower bracket final, excuse me. You want to get more points in the RMR. We know that Spirit carried over the most amount of points from the previous RMR, so they're in a great spot. But K23 trying to get back onto that top 5 spots that are awarded to the CIS that will grant people permission and teams access to the major, as AdreN has to try and hold from window. They've already lost the B site. Molotov was thrown in his direction, and he'll have to back away from there, but he's actually gone through it, and I think it was actually a smoke that went bouncing outside of it, so he had position to work with. Tried to get on the bomb as well, tried to catch off degster, but he's too quick and too clever as he gets back in position and catches out neaLaN, and he'll find AdreN on the platform. Team Spirit finally
creep up. All of K23 is here. They know exactly what's happening. Even flanking in, opening kill from Mo. You can see the flank in the picture-in-picture, but magixx is going to enter onto Norbert into the bomb site. Now all of a sudden the defense is a bit strained. 2 players on the low ground, 1 at the corner box, and here comes that flank.
Smoke still down. neaLaN trying to work it to his advantage and look inside of the site, but unaware that Chopper was actually the one staring at him. Magisk hit that shot cleanly. Headshot from on top of the platform. SDY and Mo gone. So too is Dust 2, as we now have a 1-1 series heading to Mirage. Mirage, as degster's already got players spotted and crossing over. They're going to hunt him down. Bomb's going to be planted, and look at the 3 offensive players rushing toward jungle to hold the rotations off.
Yeah, but I think Team Spirit, they're kind of aware. They were set up just to defend against this, to not take too much damage to it. That's a tough loss to take. I think Norbert's actually going to push all the way through. The Glock, long range. It's got the Goosh. Can't complete anything, and back into the murder hole he goes, and taken down.
Down indeed as SDY tries to get back in. A couple of shots towards Shadow, the player on Palace, I should say, but that baits out the opposition in front of him, and he's able to get that shot. And with the information, they swing wide enough to find AdreN. And there's a
whole lot of presence on the map for K23, not making a whole lot of noise. Here we go. 3 players attacking the A bomb site, and they get slaughtered. Double kill from Chopper's FAMAS. Good bait from degster, who's brought down to 9, but he's done his job and at least distracting for his teammate as he backs away. That means the lurk at top mid was Norbert. The lurk at the B-bomb site was AdreN, and they're not finding any success either.
Mo grabs bomb and fires a speculative shot toward the smoke at CT. No one on the receiving end of that bullet, and it's Spirit in control. I say that until AdreN back at middle. We could hear the shots and see them on our smaller screen, resounding out from middle. Will get shut down, but at least one with guns on board for both teams, and AWP on either side. It'll be degster that tries to go toward middle. Smoke already out, doesn't elect to fire soon into it, and as a result misses the shot opportunity, and Norbert gets up middle. But meanwhile, we have a kill to report in the form of Mo getting a pick in the A site back toward the triple stack box, and it's opened up the killing on the K23 side as degster gets one back. That's the AWP down. Norbert's position pays off as Mir is caught out, not expecting someone to be toward water. Chopper tentatively on the inside of the smoke, as that is due to dissolve any moment, and he knows he's going to have company. Surely he will, but he's going to get, oh, I was going to say caught out. I thought Fame was going to get the better of that shot, and somehow Chopper comes out with the kill instead. So now things level out. Chopper's going to be desperately, oh, that is impressive. I was going to say that is a huge risk, desperately walking into Palace, and AdreN on the off angle. AK-47 doesn't win the duel. The M4 able to put him down instead, and it's going to be Norbert trying to rotate back around to hold this off. He's going to have to be clever. neaLaN's got bomb working in from A main, but Norbert's gone, and I think the round is 2. Should be 4-0 for Team Spirit. Chopper, not bad. Need underhand lobbed in. That's going to do decent damage as Mo at least gets the shot back on the AWP against magixx, but SDY holding, swinging, slow to react, but does get neaLaN down, and he's well aware that they are going to be throwing everything toward him. Nade and Molotov, but it goes deep. He's got a chance. He spotted the planter, realizes it a little bit too late, goes out, at least gets the second player alive, and leaves it in a 2-on-2, but Mo with the shot back.
That's a good win for K23. I think Team Spirit kind of maneuvered themselves into a rough setup at that A bomb site. Chopper in the...
Tried desperately to hold that last round, but they got too close this time. They're too slow to peek an AWP in that position, and he'll get the first shot. Looks toward Catwalk, knowing that there's no presence there, but swinging out from Get Right. It's going to be magixx, and he gets both as magixx finds AdreN as well, and Fame now has to make amends with that by trying to claw in, trying to get degster's up. Surely from that position, they'll get him down, but...
And blocking off that choke point, they get aggressive on Catwalk to find 2 more kills. That hit never even begins. Chopper's gonna go down, or Chopper's gonna get the last kill on a very quick base of Catwalk. Mo's coming right through it. SDY might be in trouble. Mo is peeking into connector with the AWP. He's dropped by degster. That gives SDY a bit of freedom to start creeping out, but they've got to be mindful. Norbert's already jumped into window.
And SDY is gonna go back that direction to check it, but not see it. Smoke still down. Fame will get Chopper. This now opens up the round significantly because 4-on-4, and Norbert's position is extremely prominent as he gets SDY down. He even swings to check and see if anyone's up underneath of Shadow. Not fully cleared, but enough to give them some sort of information as to what's going on in A as Mir comes back around and drops Norbert in his place. A 3-on-3. AWP still in play on both sides as AdreN recovers Mo's gun. That went down in the middle to start off the round. M4 loses out a duel to the AK, but Mir has an AK on his own as they try and run back, and they'll get to Horseshoe at top middle and out of his vision just in time. Mir's gonna chase this? At least try and pinch off the map because he could still flank on this.
Well, they don't have any idea which bomb site they're going to at the moment. It could be B or A, so it's actually degster that's in a weird spot. He's got his pistol out and an AWP. He's going to have one above and one below.
Now they know it's A now.
Yeah, they've got to go. Take it away, Matt.
I was just going to say, they know it's A now. Mir spots him running back out of the apartments. As the shadow shows, degster's able to close for one, goes for the up-close shot, but Fame gets the kill in return with 20 seconds. He'll plant it as safe and as quickly as possible as Mir rotates back around. And it was awkward in the site, you're right, but that single kill from Mir being in the right spot was able to get the information that they required, and now it's all on him to clutch it out. 2 kills already in the round. 4 HP only for Fame. But it is the op, and it is the angle. Mir finds it instead, and it's going to be Spirit finding number 8.
Man, that's an odd sequence for degster there. Underneath the balcony, uses the uses the P250 and the high HP player.
Stairs. And although he has to discern that for himself, degster's staring back at him. If degster doesn't hit this, though, and he goes down, the problem becomes that sandwich because they'll be able to identify Chopper's position. What a great entrance. That was hardly utility. That was one missed shot and then an absolute flurry of frags by K23.
Yeah, that's a really nice hit. Just standard as well. I think so. 4 rounds, 2 in a row. And K23 starting to make a real half out of this opening side of Barrage. We're going to get a tech pause as well to start round 13.
Damn, son. Nicely
Chalk
done.
one up on the board for Moses.
Well, talk one up of the board for Magisk as he comes through the smoke at the bottom of Connector and already opens up the fragging in this round. 1:37 still on the clock, so that was a quick exchange. And it's Team Spirit with the advantage, but Fame gets back into Chopper. That's an unfortunate situation as the damage was being dealt and distributed. At least AdreN will be found by Mir afterwards. Remember, that was with the P250 to start that off inside of Palace. That's why Chopper was trying to get aggressive.
Ooh, I like that from Mir. Over the smoke as well. Standing his ground in middle, and look at what it's given them. magixx is going to come right back.
Fame's already busting out of the apartments. degster down. Chopper has to be careful as he tries to slide backwards from the ladder so as not to be exposed. But neaLaN doesn't bother climbing down. He jumps his way to the ground and stomps out the kill in response as it's Mir. Going to be working with magixx, and they're going to try and back off. Potentially back off if Magisk can find a kill here. Round 15. They might just go straight forward. I thought they might rotate back around and try and work together, but Mir's still found through Connector. And Magisk has it all to do. 1-on-2. Needs 4 kills total in the round to win this back. Bomb's ticking. He can see that. That's the objective. Has the kit to defuse it, but has no information as to where the players on the T side are. Suspects there's one out toward middle, given that Mir went down in that position, but he's still going to work his way into the site. He's speeding things up. He knows he has to. Knows he has to and tries to find AdreN. KS. So AdreN to try and start this off right now with the pistol exchange at middle, and if they try and chase him down, AdreN, good turnaround, actually goes back to get the underpass as well. If they try and chase him down, not only is Mo in window, but we saw that quick peek from Fame as we jumped to his camera. No one actually getting any of those kills, though. Magisk, the only one to fall, and that was the response at the underpass. So mid is completely won by Team Spirits. neaLaN's got to be so careful now because tagged down to 22 from range as the bomb will absolutely make its way toward B.
Yeah, I mean, they pretty much had the entire map of whatever they wanted to pick. Low HP, they know he's been gushed, and SDY finishes him off. A lot of bullets shot by those USPs in this round, and not a whole lot connecting. Even in mid, pretty long exchange. It's the Glocks that come out on top on pretty distance fights. Norbert, oh, he gets spotted at the end, trying to sneak by, and even those USP bullets don't land. Triple kill for SD.
Reverse box. I think that's exactly what they're going to do and try and spot inside a Connector. Did they get information? I don't... Okay, I don't know if they spotted Magisk before he got the smoke or not, because we just saw his perspective as he walks in. Either way, I would say not, because there was no information. No peek from CT, and that allows Magisk to find both kills. Mo being the second. He was on CT stairs, and Norbert had nowhere to go, being up on top of the balcony. And now Magisk has the AWP to turn around and try and hold the site itself as he's recovered this into a 2-on-2, and I think he just spotted at least one. He may have seen 2 at CT. Spawn tries to go for the utility instead, but Fame rather famously makes the peak, and degster is going to have to be a degster as he has Well, he's got the AWP as well, but he has the pistol to go up close. He's going to try and use the op in an effective fashion, knowing that there's one behind the box. That'll work, but can't get away from the second and the repeat from neaLaN.
It's a lot of weight on the shoulders of neaLaN and Fame.
Fame's got the first one, though, and the shot goes against Chopper. MP9. neaLaN does get SDY. Did he dink the second? No, he didn't. Magic got him cleanly. I thought I saw Dink go in that direction, but degster is tagged down to 40, and that's good enough for Fame to take the nade and get the kill. And that gives K23 a great chance on the retake. Fame's now on 18 kills, by the way, 8 above anyone else on his team, and second in the server to only Magic, who's just been removed. And Mir's going to find Norbert, but Fame, again, is looking very lively on this CT side, up to 19 total, and another round for K23.
Yeah, setup was a lot of weight on their shoulders. Well, Fame can carry it with no problem. 4 kills on the round. What a round 22 gets underway.
Oh, Mo already finding Mir down top middle, as Fame will get in the face as well, but it's responded, and now teams...
Oh, no one's actually looking this direction. No one's actually watching for this.
No,
this could be perfect.
Well, that's because they left degster to watch Connector for so long that they wouldn't have anticipated he was anywhere nearby to be there so quickly, and they were clearing the bomb site still, so they will get the bomb down. You're right, they, by stroke of fortune, are able to walk into a vacant B site, and neaLaN's timing, although just off, does work out to at least get him 1 kill, as it reverses the situation slightly, and SDY needs to go aggressive. He can't. neaLaN and AdreN will get the kills instead, and K23 find yet another round. And now they're 4th in a row to make it 13-9.
And a double peek into the market let AdreN and neaLaN know exactly where...
That call from neaLaN, if neaLaN's even able to stay alive. Jump spot, sees 2, now he'll be passive. This is what he has to do. He has to fall off. He needs to be efficient. Not good enough. Magic able to get the kill, but Mo does rotate with that call. 10 steps ahead of where he otherwise would have been should neaLaN not have jump peeked that. And as a result, the bomb plant not yet in, but still no one else rotating on this. Still not convinced. I would have thought neaLaN makes that call much sooner, and
23 running out of rounds in which they can save in that fashion. That was always going to be tough. Even if neaLaN gets 1 kill, the support that's on the way, lack of nades, lack of utility, was an AWP. There was also an auto sniper on the board.
Off of map point, Mo. He'll fall off the balcony and be aware, well aware, in fact, oh, good call, that they could be coming in from catwalk. Molotov thrown, the smoke to extinguish, gives Mo the angle and the ability as he jumps back out to take down Chopper, but he has lost his teammate and supporting act inside of B, which is why Norbert has to get in position. And it's an AWP plus an auto sniper inside of the site. The op now gone, and Norbert needs to walk out and make this gun work. Make it sing, make it shine as he gets 1 with it at least, and Fame's able to capitalize. Mir distracts and tries to pull aggression, tries to get an entry, gets shut down. So again, K23 with a significant advantage as we sit 4 on 2 and SDY. Trying to make something of the play at Tetris. Oh, did he spot the second?
Flashbang to help his teammates get into position to slow them down. Doesn't do a whole lot, but Team Spirit's not progressing with any kind of aggression. It's Fame. He's been at the B bomb site this whole time. A full kit of nades that sets up Norbert.
And smokes down in front of him. Those are his teams. He can try and work back through them. Now he's deployed a smoke that bounced along the wall. Was it heard? Was it detected? May not matter. Mir's been fouled. Norbert's got the kill instead. And it's looking like a 14-14 game on an absolute slaughter by K23.
Yeah, boosted up with no information. They were in that position that he had access to that part. Measly amount of RMR points. And Team Spirit, that would kind of suck. They're in first place overall right now. Good entrance from Chopper. neaLaN's going to be called upon one more time. And he's got a teammate just now arriving. It's Mo, but neaLaN can get nothing done. He burns. And Mo might want to back away. They actually have money to go for this if they want to. They could throw everything at it and have a full buy in the next round, so you might as well try.
Well, they'll try indeed. Finally, a bomb plant down for Team Spirit. Norbert walking out, though, get 1. degster's able to find the shot in return, but Mo immediately finds Mir, and we still have a chance, a very good chance, as well as AdreN walks out. Smoke to cover off Chopper's position, though, and he was ready for that push. Finally, Chopper, meanwhile, is going to walk in. neaLaN, he's ready at the bench position, so they'll get all the way inside of the site shortly to check it, but Chopper does a double take, not actually anticipating anyone to be there at all. That's costly, because now Fame has Magic down, and it's a 3-on-3 without a bomb plant, but Mir lurking late in middle is able to find a kill, and they'll close out AdreN, they'll close out the game, but my god, their Mirage is far, far from a comfortable situation.
Yeah, that's going to be